In today's video, I'm gonna share with you how to decorate a gorgeous Glam Christmas garland step by step. Keep watching. Hello. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you guys are here today because in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can decorate a beautiful Christmas garland step by step. Now, this garland is to match the beautiful blue and white Christmas tree and also the beautiful swag that I did on Facebook Live. And I'm gonna share with you right now what those look like. All right, so I just want to give you a quick close-up of all of the items that we added to this gorgeous blue and white and silver tree, starting with this ribbon, you guys. Check out the detail of the ornaments with the snowflakes, the little magnolia that has jewels inside of it. It's just so beautiful. And here is a close-up of those blue or navy poinsettias. All of the glitter on the boxwood and all of the other picks is just absolutely exquisite. And I want to also show you over here the blue and white ornament, or the blue and silver in this case, is just so beautiful. And I love the way this turned out because it really changed the look of that really inexpensive Christmas tree that was behind it. I cannot wait to read your comments. Okay, so I just want to give you a close-up real quick of this swag. This is the one that we did live on Facebook. We do lives on Facebook every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you guys don't follow me on Facebook, the links are down below. But look how gorgeous this is. This matches the tree perfectly, and this is going to match our swag. And I cannot wait for you guys to see how gorgeous this is going to be. Okay, so now that you have a little refresher, I want to share that I'm gonna show you how to decorate this garland step by step, and it's going to be so easy and absolutely, well, I think beautiful because I did it. But before we get started, I wanna let you know about this cute little guy, and I wanna make sure that you guys notice this on the video because it was the biggest faux pas of my career, and I think you will see it. Thumbs up if you see this little blue guy right here. Okay, give the video a thumbs up if you see this little blue guy. All right, you guys, well, if you are interested in how to decorate a beautiful swag step by step, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss what's next. Remember, I'm leaving the best for last, and we're just getting started this Christmas season. All right, let's get started with this video. Okay, so I decided that to decorate this mantle for Christmas, we're gonna do something different this year. So what I did is I went ahead and snaked the garland over to one side, and as you guys can see, it swoops to one side, and I put a stack of books right here where we'll have an element, and then I left an open space right here where we'll have a bigger element. Now I want to mention that you always should have your tools at the ready. So I have my wire cutters and my scissors right here. And then one of you, the viewers, recommended that I put all of my wires on this cute little cup. And actually this is something that we do in the floral industry when we're doing corsages, so that way they are more at the hand and ready, so you don't have to be scratching for them. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some ribbons. And for that, I'm going to do the blue one that I did on the tree. And I just went ahead and did a bow. If you guys haven't seen the Christmas tree where I show you how to do all of these bows, I'm gonna link it up on the icon right now. It's going to match this theme and it's going to be gorgeous. So what I want you to do is do a 3-loop bow. And so I'm going to go this way, but since there's going to be an element right here, I don't wanna take away from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start the bow actually right here. And remember to push all the way down so it looks like it's growing from the garland. And then we're gonna start doing some loops right here, and just grabbing your garland, you're going to go ahead and just twist them, and that's going to secure the garland right there. You want it to be just barely touching the garland right here. So I'm gonna do another one over here, and I'm going to pull up a little bit, and then I'm going to grab my bow, my ribbon, and I'm gonna go up on this side right here, and I'm going to cross my ribbons. And this one right here, since I only have a tail, what I'm going to is I'm gonna just let it hang out like this. And you wanna make sure that you see that dovetail right there. All right, so that is piece number one. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach another bow going down this way. But I feel like that is a big bow for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna attach right here. And remember, go all the way down. So see how it looks like it's coming out of the garland right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a big loop like this. Just go in the middle of this garland right here, like that, and then just go ahead and do yet another loop right here, all the way down. This is super simple, but creating these bigger loops really do show your garland better. It creates more of a statement, and you'll see when we're all done with it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the blue and white ribbon, and for this I did a 2-loop bow, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one right here where the first swag went in. Go all the way in. So now this bow looks like it's growing from this ribbon. And so you're starting to do the blue and white. So we're going to do one loop right here. We're going to go all the way in. Remember, there's going to be some other elements. So you want to make sure that your loop is kind of loopy, so that way you don't lose the bow when you are creating your garland. And then for this one, I'm going to go up. So I'm going to go over this way. And I'm gonna pinch. I'm gonna take it all the way down and just cross it. Then we fluff this ribbon. And then I'm gonna do this guy just hanging out like this, just like the other one. Making sure that that dovetail looks like it's caught on the wind, like this. All right, so now I'm going to do another bow on the blue and white, but I want to make sure that it comes out of over here so it starts to continue to create a story. Just go ahead and do that. And remember, we always want to go ahead and fluff the bows at the end, because that way it'll allow you to create something without having to worry about how perfect it looks, and it just allows you to play with it more. So far I like the way this looks. The blue and white really shows. I'm gonna save some of the ribbon for later on, but so the next thing I'm gonna add is going to be our picks, and I'm gonna do this flat cedar, and I'm gonna start right here in my main corner, which is going to be right here. So I'm going to start fluffing off this garland and making it look way thicker than it actually is. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and insert your pick like this, and then with one of those bristles just go ahead and attach it. It'll stay in place, as you guys can see. Okay, now I'm going to continue over this one. You want to make sure that it looks like it's coming out of the bow, and see how these two just create depth and dimension. So I'm going to add another one over here and just attaching with one of my bristles, twisting it in. That's going to make sure that it stays right there. Now remember that what goes down must come up. So you do go one down, and then you want to come up, going up like this to create that thickness of the garland, so it looks like it's actually growing from the garland and it looks intentional. Versus like when you don't do that, it's just going to look like it didn't belong and you added there. But if you do it one up, one down, one up, one down, it looks like it came with a garland, like if you bought the garland that way. So now I'm going to do one right here. Oh, I love that blue and white ribbon. Isn't that gorgeous? By the way, you guys, let me comment down below and let me know which one has been your favorite video so far this season. We've done the snowman theme, we've done the peppermint theme, we've done this blue and white theme, and we're going to do a traditional theme that I think you're really going to enjoy, as well as a very glam gold and silver that is going to be my favorite because of all of the items that I've purchased for it so far. If you don't follow me on Instagram, this is a time to do it, because I've been showing you there some shopping hauls, and I've been taking you guys shopping with me, and the links to my social medias are going to be linked down below in the comment section, so you can follow me over there. See how beautiful this looks? It didn't really need much. I'm gonna add one right here to finish it off. It's just about having fun. The one thing that I want you guys to do when decorating is have fun, enjoy it, because this season is about enjoying the time with your family and enjoying the decorating and the food and the visits. And I really want you guys to be able to do that while you are decorating. Get the family ready, get their input, get your husbands involved, your children involved. How gorgeous is this garland, you guys? This is just absolutely exquisite. I'm gonna add one right here at the end to finish it off. You always wanna end your garlands with one of your elements, so that way it looks like it just came like that. This looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna get a few more elements and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Do you guys notice this little tag? Well, let me tell you a quick story. So I dropped off this blazer to the dry cleaners to get it dried. And when I got ready for the video, I swear that I had removed this dry cleaner tag from the blazer. Well, I didn't really check the video until I was editing, and to my surprise, front and center was a tag from the dry cleaner. This has never happened to me before, but you know what? It is funny. I thought it was hilarious. So if you notice a little blue tag, plus it is my favorite color and it matches the video. If you notice it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and let's get back to the video. For this next step, we're gonna go ahead and add the hydrangea as well as the ornament. So I'm gonna start with my hydrangea. I'm gonna add one right here on the top, and remember to always let it go through the garland so it stays where you wanted it to stay. And this is something that you just have to kind of finesse like this. And I do want them to show, so I'm gonna add one right here. I'm gonna add one, I'm gonna give it a curvature like this so it goes through the garland. So I'm gonna add one right here. And you can go ahead and secure those with your bristles if you like. I'm gonna add one right here going up. And I'm gonna grab one of the bristles and just twist it right here. And there's gonna be some ornaments as well, so it's gonna kind of cover. So we have 3. I'm gonna add one right here on the corner, and I think that's all we're going to need. So we're not gonna use all 5 of them, but I just want to have a little bit of that element all throughout the garland. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the clusters of ornaments in the blue and silver. So I'm gonna add one right here by the bow. And I'm gonna grab this bristle and I'm gonna push all the way in like this. Then I'm gonna go here by this hydrangea, and I'm gonna fill in this gap right here. Look how pretty that looks. I have a few more, so I'm going to grab, let's see, I'm gonna add one right here, making sure that I push all the way in. That is the secret, you guys. You have to push all the way in so it looks intentional. I'm never gonna get tired of telling you that if you want it to look like it's growing from the garland, that you must do that step. I'm gonna add this one right here, like this. Look at that, how pretty. So now what I have is some singles, and I wanna mention that, you know, I always tell you to go to the dollar store and buy your mechanics, and how appropriate these little baskets that were only $1, and they're perfect to organize your job. If you're out doing a job or you're doing it at your house, just get yourself a whole bunch of them. I got like 10 of them, because that way I can have all of my ornaments organized, and they're only $1. So they're perfect for that. All right, so now I'm gonna grab this silver ornament and I'm gonna go over here. Just give it a twist. And I'm gonna add one right here, but I think I wanna add one of these clear ones. And I just love the way these ones catch the light, so they're perfect for that. Okay, I'm gonna save a few of them for the end to have some elements left to fill in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab some pics of glitter and some other elements. Stay tuned. I wanna take a second to invite you guys to come and join me on my Instagram for daily Insta stories, behind the scenes, and all of the things that you don't get to see here on YouTube. I take you shopping, I give you some shopping hauls and extra tips every day. So all of the description box for my social medias are going to be linked down below. And just so you know, we're doing live sessions on Fridays on Facebook at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The link for that is also going to be in the description box below. Let's get back to the video. We're almost done, and I really hope you're enjoying. Okay, here's another tip. When you have glitter picks like this that shed a lot of glitter, I really recommend to grab the top of a, this is a container box cover. So I went ahead and flipped it off because it has this ledge right here, so it catches all the glitter. That way there's not glitter everywhere, and you can carry them just like that. So I'm gonna start with the laurel ones, and I'm gonna start up here on the top, right by this hydrangea. I'm gonna add one like that. And then I'm going to add one here coming off of it. So we want to make sure that there's a point right here where everything radiates from. That's going to be kind of like your focal point. So you want to make sure that you add plenty of this. And then I'm going to go here with this one right here. And we're going to make sure that this continues to go this way. And now I'm gonna add the boxwood ones. So I'm gonna start right here. And look how pretty those are. They just fill in so beautifully. I'm gonna add one coming down like that. And I'm going to let my eye dictate where do I need to go with this. So I'm gonna put one coming out of these bowls right here. And I'm gonna save a few for the end because now we have this beautiful navy poinsettias, and I also like to put them in a container like this so it is easier for me to grab. So these ones are the large ones, so I want to use the large ones on a focal point. So I'm going to add this guy right here, and look how beautiful that looks. It just created a statement. So now I'm gonna grab one of the little ones and I'm gonna add one right here. So these two are kind of like my focal points. You can go ahead and twist one of your bristles. Now I'm gonna add this one. Make sure that you open your poinsettias and play with every single element. I'm gonna add this guy right here. And I'm gonna continue going this way until I reach the other point. So now I have a large one right here. I'm gonna add it right here by the bow. And we'll fluff all of the bows at the end. We can bring those tails out. And I have another large poinsettia that I'm going to add right here. You wanna make sure that you add them where there is bigger gaps. Like this, you want to make sure that you see your ribbons. And I'm gonna add this other one over on this side, right there. Sometimes you just have to wiggle them in, but once you have to wiggle them in, then you're for sure they're not going anywhere because they're pretty tight in there. We're gonna make sure that our ribbons are tight. Now what I wanna do is I wanna bring back my ornaments that I had left, and I have them right here. So now I'm gonna look for spots where I can put ornaments, where like right here, this will look really pretty right here. And these are made out of styrofoam, so they're really weightless. They just help to fill in. I'm gonna add this one right here. Just twisting one wire. And I have a few more of these really beautiful ones that catch the light. So I'm gonna add this one right here. Look how pretty, just created a cluster right here. And those are what you're trying to do, is like to create clusters of ornaments. Let's see, I think I'm gonna add this one right here. Perfect. All right, so now I'm gonna bring my bigger elements and I think you're gonna enjoy it. Keep watching. Okay, so now that we have our statement piece elements right here, which I have to mention, they came from Shinoda Design Center. These beautiful mercury glass candles, sticks, and also the reindeer right here, they're all from Shinoda. And I'm gonna leave their phone number down below in case that you are interested. Remember, they do keep and carry home decor as well as all of the items that you saw. So I'm gonna add the last few boxwoods that I have. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that they come from the bottom. Remember, you have to make sure that it looks like it's all the way around. I'm gonna add one right here to make it look three-dimensional. And look how just by adding this pick right here, like that, then I wanna add another one right here because it looks like there is a gap. And I just love the way that gives it that dimension to the garland. I'm gonna add one right here. Look at that, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And I'm gonna add one probably right here. And that's all I have. So that's all I'm going to add. So now I'm gonna just give it the ribbons a little fluff. And I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This garland turned out absolutely gorgeous. It was so beautiful in person, you guys, and I love the color scheme. Now keep in mind, if this is not your colors, change the colors for or textures for the colors that you're going for this year. Just follow the same steps and I guarantee you will have a beautiful, gorgeous garland, whether it's in your mantle, above a door, around the mirror, or even around the window. I'll let you decide where you're gonna put it. Just follow these steps. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up because it really helps out the channel. Share it with your friends so you can invite them to come and join us here at Ramon at Home. And if you have not seen the matching Christmas tree, I'm gonna link it up right here, or you can just watch more videos right now. Consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.